just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic episode of BOYGOB. Holy shit, what the fuck just happened? Maybe Joe will take himself off mute and he can tell us what happened because that shit wasn't planned. But nope, see, it didn't fucking do it. So I don't know. That was
Maybe
wild.
I have to be on mute for that to happen. I don't know. That was spooktacular. You know.
Spooktac? Nope. Fuck.
Hey, and I want to let y'all know this isn't necessarily a horror show, despite what Tom says. You know, we discuss all kinds of things, but mainly movies. If you want to head on over to BOYGOB, no, I don't know where you got to go. Apparently, nobody else does either. Because I looked to see, hey, I wonder how the old vids are doing. Well, you know, one got like 5 watches. That's pretty good. You know, so yeah, if you want a quick way to catch up, go over there and be the 6th watcher. And our 10th caller will win. I don't know. Did you ever win anything on the radio, Tom?
I don't think so. Maybe a bumper sticker. I won a what is it, like a Master Shake air freshener from like Adult Swim's best giveaway ever, fucking ever, you bitch. And I think they just fucking sent everybody one who said, hey, I'll enter.
But not the radio, you know, from Magic 102 or whatever you listened to way back
then. WGCI, sir.
Okay.
Yep, all the hits. Yeah, it was a fucking week. Yeah, I think it started out taking Lori and I took the niece to an entertainment center.
Again?
No, it was like the next day.
Oh, okay.
So it's been the week, you see.
Once is never enough, you know, for those things.
Yeah, this is like an arcade / roller rink / jungle gym / mini golf / laser tag. We did everything, I guess, but the laser tag. And I was told by my niece that she can roller skate. She can, in fact, not roller skate, Joe. But she did better by the time she got off the floor or rink, whatever. Yes. But I had a good time just sitting back, watching a beer or drinking a beer, watching people of all ages fall. That was pretty sweet. So I enjoyed myself.
Did they play those 70s grooves?
No, man. They like played Little John. And there was something else too that I was just, why are they playing fuck music? This is weird. My niece is out here holding for dear life onto the rail as she tries to hold herself up while she just pushes herself against the railing, and Snoop Dogg's talking about getting his cock sucked.
So did she learn a valuable lesson
No, probably not.
So she's just gonna go lie all the time about things she can do.
I mean, she is gonna grow up to be a woman, presumably.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Knock on wood.
It is a new day. You know?
Yes, it is. So yeah, that was that. I'm slowly getting my taxes together. Shout out to everybody who supports me. Really do appreciate that shit.
Same here.
And
Shout out to me for spending a good amount of money to kind of balance some of this shit. Yeah, I'm like you, slowly doing it.
yeah, I do not want to see what my income looks like after the deductions. That would definitely be just jump off a bridge, dude. Just again, it sounds like I bitch and moan about this shit all the time, but I don't know what else the fuck I'd be doing. And I am lucky to be able to be, to get by doing what I want to do. So that is pretty sweet. It's just sometimes the troubles and tribulations of life get at you.
They do, Tom. They do. And I thought I had another pair of glasses because it seems I've just scratched the fuck out of these beyond repair. Let me go spend a
How did that fucking happen? Was he have a giant coke nail or some shit?
like I drop them all the time, man. I need to get some rec specs. Just wear those all the time.
I have no idea what that is.
That's what like the NBA players would wear. Glass
Yeah.
on them. Kind of
Like
weird.
a Horace Grant.
Yeah. Oh, Horace.
That's right.
That's fucked. That people would still, I know that was the 80s or 90s, but still naming a kid Horace, that's just fucking cruel.
I mean, his parents really wanted a Horace.
I guess so. That's pretty good, huh?
It was entertaining enough.
Yeah,
just again, thinking about all that shit. Have a lot of time to think by myself when I'm alone in the shop. And it all kind of hit me just like, yeah, you're going to be 40 in 2 weeks, dude. You're an old ass bitch fuck of a man now.
Yeah, you can't go back. There's nothing else you can do. So might as well quit bitching about it, Tom, and make the most of it. Do what you can. I came to a realization too that I gotta make some more marketable shit, I guess, shit that people want, I mean, still make stuff that I think is cool, but that would appeal to a broader, more than the 12 people that always come back to the site, yeah, it would be nice to see more activity, but thanks to everybody that does go and check out all the shit, but don't be too disappointed in me in the coming year.
Yeah, I'm also going back to making stuff from stuff and not so much my own designs. So, I mean, I've definitely seen there's been a drop off. So, it is what it is. And I mean, this whole trans world situation, we all seen myself failing at that. So, it is what it is. I got back on that fucking sculpture from last week and
You got them glasses figured out, huh?
no. I'm gonna say, Joe, it's almost all done. I'm gonna clean it up and mold it tomorrow. The glasses still fucking suck a dick.
Maybe this Herbert West should wear contact lenses.
Yeah. Thought he would have invented something first that, he can shoot up into his fucking eyeball or something.
Like I said, a monocle is the way to go. I think that's the way Lovecraft described it in the book.
Double monocles?
Well, maybe.
Like this all the time. Trying to hold him in place.
Yeah, well, when he wasn't talking about immigrants and, saying other vile racist shit. Yeah, he was describing monocles.
Yeah, I don't read.
Yeah. Well, good for you. They say ignorance is bliss. Let's see. What did I do? Oh, I did not go. Well, the roller rink. Did they have some pinball machines there?
No, man, it's like one of these modern arcades where it's all bullshit. You know,
What
they don't.
What about the old snack bar? Did they have some good looking hot dogs or burgers? Maybe those
Oh,
tacos with the liquid cheese.
I just got a bluish Gatorade for the niece, but it looked like they had a bunch of stuff. The lady there, I mean, I don't think she was a lady. She was younger than me, but she didn't look happy to be there.
Probably owns the place and thinking, God damn, what did I do with my life? What the fuck? I invested all this in this roller rink.
No, she invested all her money in fucking tattoo ink, probably.
Mhm.
Uh, she had a accent of the area. She didn't have like a strong African accent or anything, but she still got that tribal tattoo thing, that just the line going down that I guess indigenous people are doing these days. I don't know. I thought it was fucking weird. I'm just like, all right, you live in Texas, but whatever the fuck you want to do, that's
You're not a Maori or fucking Pacific Islander, or maybe you are, I guess. Maybe you've traced that, or your grandmother told you, oh, yeah, we're from there. Never bothered to look it up and realize that, oh, I'm not. Fuck.
yeah, I mean, you got these fat Harley riding Polacks with fucking like Chinese symbols and shit on their arms. So
Hmm.
each their own.
I guess. I guess, man. Went and set up at the old Lee Harvey's when it became Flea Harvey's again this weekend, Tom. And, I was sitting there not making any money, but there was a lot of people coming there that I knew, and they were hanging out, buying me beers and such. Yeah, I really wasn't selling much. And then, Tom, the sun started to set, and it got a bit cold. And people there got a bit cold. Say, hey, you got any hoodie? I sure do have a fucking hoodie. Yeah, I got some long sleeve shirts. Oh yeah, I got this jacket here. So thank you, weather, for helping me out. It wasn't my shit. It wasn't my designs on these garments that sold them. They were cold. These people were cold, Tom. And well, fuck it. I took that money.
Must be nice to have that disposable of an income where you get uncomfortable for an hour and you say, "There's $40."
Or they could have just said, you know what, I should go home.
Yeah, but they have that disposable income.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, did. She goes, I was like, I can't decide between both of these hoodies here. I was like, well, take both of them. It's cold.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Just saying it as a joke because you don't give a fuck. Oh, all right. Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like a prick for a second. And then
Yeah, I'm going to have to charge you sales tax too.
I did have to. I have to.
Use the card.
Shit goes through my bank. Can't hide that. Not that I would. And then Sunday I worked in the yard, caught up on yard work. I had retired from yard work, because old Holland got of an age to where, hey, I don't need to be doing this shit. Went and bought a new lawnmower. Said, here you go. I'm never fucking mowing the yard again. But, after about 6-7 months, I looked, God damn, this yard looks like shit. God damn, you want something done right, Tom? Got to do that shit yourself.
I mean, you are a Mexican. You can't fault him for not doing it right, being a white kid and all.
Just knocked it out. Quick, too, Then moved on to the next yard. Quick,
Then what'd you do? Take a nap?
Then I got the blower out and, that's the dumbest fucking thing, the blower. Let's just blow shit from here to there. Fucking pricks.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's it, Tom. Other than that, it was just a week full of movies. One movie.
Fuck. Before that, I got these little guys in the mail. So everybody who pre-ordered it, shout out to you. I appreciate that shit. It's in the fucking mail, and people should start getting them tomorrow.
Yeah, now we all need to go out and buy some CD players. You know, hit up a pawn shop and yeah.
Well, I mean, I would assume if you're listening to this, you at least have a Blu-ray player. Even though it didn't work in my Blu-ray player. Worked in the one in the house, though.
Yeah. None of the fucking DVDs that I have work in my shop computer now. You know, I've got a fucking fancy ass shop computer, but they don't want to play shit. It's like, nah, motherfucker, you work. Okay.
Do you have VLC?
I don't know what that means.
So that's a no.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a player. It's VLC media player.
I don't know. I mean,
You
it's
should
got
get that. It plays everything and it's great.
okay, but
It's a small free file and it's terrific.
I should probably just focus on my working. You know.
I mean, you got a CD or something, wink, and you want to play it in the background. You just open that open disc and it'll fucking play it. Then you can go listen to your fancy jams while you fucking on t-shirts because your heater broke. Or your flash dryer, whatever it's called.
Don't say that.
Dry t-shirt.
Those things have gone so fucking high in price now. It's like don't fucking say that.
So I just do a little rewiring. It'd be all right. Burn the shop down.
Yeah.
Stand there with a couple blow dryers. Hire a few Guatemalans to stand over there. Fucking. Oh.
They would do it. I don't do any DEI hiring, Tom.
Well, you should. It's called affirmative action, Joe.
That's not a thing anymore.
Oh, shit. I guess we lost.
Yeah. But anyway, you watched a shitload of movies.
Joe, I did. And I watched a classic, I would say. You know, generations are different. So what's a classic to some isn't a classic to others. But to me, this is a classic. I would say the hit motion picture, but that's reserved for bullshit you see. I watched Dirty Work. Have you seen this, Joe?
Yeah, I think about 2 or 3 months ago, I started it on the old Tubi. And then for some reason never went back and watched the second half, which I've seen it before, you know. But yeah. I mean, go ahead and give me your take and I'll tell you what I remember.
So I did see this one opening weekend. It was me, a buddy, and maybe like 2 or 3 other people in the theater. And always loved this one since then. Yeah, after rewatching it, definitely shaped a lot of my humor. Like whores, fruits, broads. Well, I guess we found patient zero for what's responsible for how I speak. So shout out to Dirty Work. But yeah, I just think this shit's funny as fuck from front to back. I knew everything that was coming up, like all the jokes and everything, and I was still laughing. There was times I was saying shit in my head before it happened. Then they said, I was like, ha, ha, said the thing I already knew. Terrific. So what's this one about, Joe? Oh, about an hour and a half. Tee hee hee hee. So Norm Macdonald plays pretty much himself, Joe. And he's kind of a loser guy, and he just gets fired from a pizza shop for lying and not getting the pizza there in 30 minutes or less. His girlfriend is the pizza shop's niece, and she has enough of his bullshit. So she throws all his stuff out. So he goes to stay with his lifelong childhood friend, Artie Lang, and his father, some fucking old guy who I can't remember his fucking name, but I want to say Jackie Vernon, but that ain't fucking it.
It's not John Vernon.
No, it is not John Vernon either. Might have been better if it was, but it was still pretty good without him.
Yeah, and this guy's great. He's to me the highlight of the movie. I think he's probably the funniest in the whole thing. His name will come to me. Yeah,
Then he's watching that fucking aerobics video from Friday the 13th 4 that everybody whacks off to.
yeah.
Fun fact. So it turns out that the dad needs a heart transplant. And it also turns out that the dad was a swinger and had sex with Norm Macdonald's mom. So he is in fact his dad, and him and Artie Lang are brothers. But the dad doesn't want him to know because Artie Lang's a sensitive fruit or something. It's just a throwaway line. So they go and try and raise money to I think it's $50,000. He needs a heart transplant since he's an old fucking bitch. They just no, he's fucking old. He's very low priority. But the doctor, Chevy Chase, has a crippling gambling addiction. So I'm gonna give him $50,000. I'll get him a fucking heart. So they decide to open up a revenge for hire business. And hilarity ensues. How they didn't get arrested after the first fucking job, I don't know. It's a movie, but shit's great. It's got Chris Farley's in it, Shooter McGavin's in it, David Keckner, I think that's his name, the fucking bald stroke face guy. Who else is in? I think the fucking broad from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. I think she's the fucking love interest. There's a skunk puppet fucking a chihuahua. It's terrific, Joe. No farts, so sorry about that. I know you're all about that shit, but this one's a little too high class for you see.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Artie Lang, you know. I don't think that dude's funny at all. He's like, who's that other fuck that I don't like? Another fat guy that just doesn't make me laugh. Yeah, it's just him playing himself. The thing that like throws me off is wait, this cute chick is going for him. No fucking way, And he already had a girlfriend before that. Nah, I don't buy that for a minute, man. But no, it's a good flick. Like I said, what's his name? The guy whose name I can't goddamn remember right now. I thought his scenes were the funniest.
And Don Rickles is in it. I forgot about that. He has a cameo.
Movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's a good flick. I mean, yeah, watch it like once every 10 years or something. Some of the shit.
Yeah, this seems to be a once every few years for me. This could be my favorite movie. It all depends on which day you hit me. It's been a couple years since I seen Orgasmo, and that's what I always say my favorite movie is. But this might be it. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Orgasmo again sometime soon and say, "Oh, I don't know, Joe. Maybe this is my favorite movie."
Yeah, maybe, Tom.
But yeah, it's real fucking funny. Everything still holds up. Uh uh yeah, I don't know. It's not really doesn't it has an edge to it for sure, but it's not like fucking super edgy and offensive and shit. But I don't know. Kids with bitchly ears nowadays, they might hear sweaty Italian fruit and go, oh my fuck me, and their world ends. So I don't know.
May, is that the other guy I'm thinking of?
Who?
Ralphie? I don't know.
Ralphie May's a comedian who's dead. He was a big fat guy.
Yeah, so he was another. Is he in this movie too?
No, that's Chris Farley you're thinking of, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I get all the fat comedians confused, They all got the same bit.
What, being fat and falling down? Dying of a heart attack.
Cocaine.
Yeah, so I'd say the shit's fucking great, and I would highly recommend that shit for sure. And if you ask me, he was not fucking that dog, because I would assume if you would fuck a Chihuahua dog, it would explode just because of the size of the dog and the size of a human fucking prick and, you know, pressure, and its eyes would have popped out at least for sure.
Yeah.
Don't fuck dogs.
No, don't do.
However, if your dogs are down, you can fuck them, I guess.
2025. You do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. Yeah.
Shout out to Rich. Shout out to the Horde cast. Appreciate you guys fucking joining us tonight.
Yeah. At this late hour, as Tom started a little late, you see, he was doing an update. But
Well, you know, after you fucking, hey, do you want to shut your computer down and update? It's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm not gonna have to use this shit for another week. Then you forget about it. It's like, oh yeah, it always takes a few extra minutes to refuculate everything after you update your shit. So my bad, dog. I'll take a blade to my belly. It's all right.
right, another tattoo, huh?
No, because I'm a dishonorable.
Well, Tom, I also watched one of my favorite comedies, and that is The Girl Next Door. No, Jack Ketchum, The Girl Next Door, based on true events. Tom, let's see, what else does this say? Oh, it's got a blurb. Let's think all these things, Tom. From Stephen King, he's pretty famous. It says, authentically shocking.
What does that even mean?
Authentically shocking.
What does that mean?
Into hell, suburban style. The Girl Next Door will not disappoint. That's my Stephen King impression. No, this is a real fucked up movie. Yeah. Takes place in the 50s, you know, the good old days, you know, that everybody wants to return to. This kid, his next door neighbors have two girls move in with them because they their parents died in a car wreck, you know, and one of the girls is disabled, and the mom over there, she's a weirdo, Tom. Like, she has all the young boys, you know, her son's friends, you know, gather at her house, and she'll give them cigarettes and beers and talk to them about lurid shit and stuff, you know. And when this girl moves in with her, he just don't fucking like her. You know, she's jealous of her, or she's just a bitch altogether, and she just starts treating her like shit, like worse and worse every day. And then it becomes physical abuse. And then she just ties her up and keeps her in the basement and lets the boys do whatever the fuck they want to her. And it is not pleasant. It is when I first saw this movie, I had just finished reading the book. And the book, man, it is a fucking gut punch. It is really fucked up. So when I saw this, it was just like, I didn't really capture it, you know. But this was what, like close to 20 years ago that I watched. I hadn't watched it since. You know, going through all the movies, see what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to sell. And now that I have the book distance for me, it's pretty powerful. I mean, there's two kids in it that give like really crazy good performances. The lady that's the just cruel, sadistic bitch, she's really good. Yeah, it's not pleasant though. It's not it's not a date movie, I would say. But yeah. And there's been other shit that's been adapted from Ketchum's work, and his stuff's like, it reads real quick, so you can see how easy it would be to adapt. You know, it's pretty much like screenplay ready. And this one does have a commentary that I listened to, Tom, while I was crunching some numbers, and it was with the screenwriter, with Ketchum, and I guess the director. Yeah, it was all right. It was interesting. You know, it's just like kind of I don't know. It's guys sitting around watching a movie talking about it. You know, I think commentaries are kind of dumb. When we do them, I always run out of shit to say, and it's real fucking, well, here's some dead space for a while. Yeah, but So like afterwards, it's like, man, I haven't read anything from Ketchum in a while. So got online and ordered Ladies' Night. So I'll be reading this soon. And in the when was Ketchum a guest at Horror Realm? Fuck, I missed that. But I did meet Jack Ketchum at a show, I believe, in Kentucky. And yeah, he was a really, really cool guy, just real friendly and shit, you know. Wasn't, I mean, it was a long time ago, but, and he's a writer, but they don't usually charge to sign your shit, you know. And he was pretty much sitting there and, you know, taking the occasional smoke break because the books he was supposed to get there didn't show up. So he's just sitting there with a poster for The Lost, and then whoever walked up with something they had for him already, it was kind of, you know, but cool guy. Fucked up movie, but it's good.
Yeah, I liked his older stuff when he worked with his partner, Release him.
Yeah.
Jack Warden, Joe.
Jack Warden was his name. Yes, that's right.
E-I-E-I-O. Speaking of movies, we're pulling off the shelves to see if we're gonna keep or throw in the for sale bin. Remember when that was going to be a segment and it failed, like the albums?
Like everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, Midas touch, motherfucker. The hit motion picture. Oh, look at that. Never mind, it's a slipcover. Death Kappa!
Too bad it's not a Kappa. A cab, baby.
So, this one, Joe. A Kappa or a Gappa. However, maybe it's just the accent that makes it sound like that. It's some kind of fucking turtle bird goblin Japanese shit. What is it?
Jew.
A what?
Beaked.
Damn, you watch your fucking mouth. Not here, Joe. Not here. Anyways, this is like a mischievous fuck, like happy-go-lucky children's monster or some shit. It likes to dance like a dickhead. And elsewhere on this island, there's a fucking granddaughter of a scientist that was making fishmen, Joe. And she's a fucking nut. She's like wheeling her dead grandpa around in a fucking wheelchair, like fucking Texas Chainsaw style. And she does all her scientific things in lingerie, but she's a scientist because there's a lab coat over it. And shit goes sideways. She's a fucking nut. So she just blows up the fucking island with a nuke and it releases a Godzilla. But I guess this fucking Kappa, he fucking can turn into, or she can turn into a Godzilla too. So they do, and they fight. It wins. It's over. It's going in the for sale box. Why I thought this shit was so fucking awesome, I don't know. Did say it on here. It's like from the makers of Tokyo Gore Police and the Machine Girl. There's a couple like shitty body parts getting thrown and a blood splatter here and there, but nothing on the level of those movies from what I remember. But
so does this thing go and like destroy a city or something?
I mean, it fights a Godzilla, but it's just a low budget kind of trying to be funny thing, and I've just seen so many since this. It's just like
yeah,
like
you not Zilla not too long ago. So
yeah, I would say it's on I don't want to say it's on the same level as that. It's a little better, like with the humor and the production, but it's all just kind of cheap, having fun with it like that. The suit looks cool for what it is, but I mean it's just a goofy fat little bitch that dances like a woman. The fucking Aquanoid masks or whatever, those look okay. Like nothing terrifically sweet or anything, but yeah, fucking media blasters, dog. They
Hey,
had
Bo comes up.
yeah, they were a staple for a fucking minute. So I mean, this was kind of a time capsule of its fucking time thing for sure. I probably won't watch it again. Like if I really don't want to watch a fucking other Gamera movie for a good long time, I'm not gonna ever watch fucking Death Kappa again. So I mean, if you're a kaiju fan and you never seen it, check it out. There's definitely worse.
Or buy it at Tom's table.
Yeah, or just fucking send me an email. You don't have to see me at a show. I can mail this fucking thing to you. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack with a bent up slip cover. It looks like it has a giant wall dent on it. Because I threw it over my fucking head, you see.
Yeah, tends to do that.
Fucking pricks. Yeah, I was a fucking mowing like some fucking horse shit for sure. I don't know. Jeez Louise. It's listening to Hi Meow Show Momo Hashiyama Ho Ho. Oh, the Kappa really likes your song. Look at it dance. Like spinning around and hit the fucking bricks. Fucking prick.
Well, Tom, I watched a movie that's highly praised by genre fans. I guess you'd call it a thriller, a suspense film, and that's Seven. You heard of the movie Seven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy Sedaris's Seven, starring William Smith. There's Mr. Smith there. The arm of some lovely ladies. Yeah. So this was part of my Kino order, still going through that stuff. And as usual, I don't have the disc in here, but Kino pulls out all the stops. So if you didn't like that cover, you can go ahead and throw that one on. You know, there's
I mean, that cover is pretty fucking cool. It's better than the other one for sure.
a good one. I dig it. The disc, since it's a Kino Lorber classic, it doesn't have any art in it. You know, it's just black and gray.
I think that's how all of them are.
All the Kino movies?
I think so. They look very stock. They have like a KL and then the movie title in white or something.
So this movie takes place in Hawaii, Tom. And, well, there's just some bad guys over there, you know, drug runners, assassins, you know, they just killed some big shots that was played by the Weekend at Bernie guy, the dead guy, Bernie, I guess. He's one of the guys they shot. One of the assassins is Martin Cove from the Karate Kid. So, yeah, aside from William Smith, you got all the stars here. Well, the CIA can't bust these guys. So they decide, well, fuck, let's call in William Smith and he'll kill him for us. And I forget what his name is here. It's Savano. His name is Savano, you know, and well, they really want him to go after one guy. He says, fuck it, you know, if y'all are going to give me free reign to do what I want to do, I'm going to kill the 7 worst criminals in Hawaii right now. And he recruits 6 other people to help him out, you know. So there's 7 of them and 7 of them. So I get that? Fuck, you know.
Let me ask you something, Joe.
It's
these people he recruits, they happen to be, I don't know, it's a good adjective. Magnificent,
incredible, spellbinding. Each one of them, Tom, has a specific thing that they're good at. Like there's this one guy that has like a ridiculous haircut and he's overweight and shit, and he's a karate expert. there's a black guy, and his thing is he can race cars. You know, he doesn't do that exactly. Later on, he flies a hang glider and drops some grenades. But he's good at, I guess, anything with wheels, and hang gliders do have wheels on them. So it does make sense now that I think about it. There's this other lady that can infiltrate things, I suppose, somehow, you know. Well, the first 45 minutes of the movie, they're introducing all these characters. And with each one, he goes and talks to them, you know. Hey, are you in? Yeah, I guess I'm in. There's a cowboy one, and he can shoot 6-shooters out. So they'll do that, and then he'll tell them the guy you're going after with, he's no pushover. And they'll show that guy and what that guy does. So 45 minutes of this shit. It's like, go after these fuckers already, man. They do, Tom. They do. Now, most of you that haven't seen this movie, you've probably seen clips of it, because there's an assassin that's on a skateboard. And I don't know, he just skates in front of cars and turns around real quick with a shotgun and shoots them. You know, there's some Playboy playmates in this, which Andy Sidaris was, he would recruit anybody from Playboy or Penthouse to be in his movies, and it was always lovely ladies in his films, Tom. If you want to go back and see our archives, we reviewed quite a few Andy Sidaris films. It has all the staples of a Sidaris movie. You know, it's got the nudity, it's got shit blowing up, and it's got aerial shots of Hawaii. Because there's one lady in a helicopter, and let's go around this mountain here. You know, but it doesn't hit like those other ones. You know, it's not as good. Not that those are great, but they're entertaining. They're certainly entertaining. This one is just kind of what you're entertained by in this one is the acting. A lot of these fuckers, they're terrible. They can't deliver their lines for shit. And there's a lot of product placement in this. You know, there's a scene where William Smith goes and talks to a dude to recruit him on his team. It takes place in an Orange Julius. You know, I don't know if you remember Orange Julius, Tom, but damn, those were good. Go for one right now. But yeah, it was a commercial, you know, and there's certain beers that are highlighted, cars that are highlighted, you know, just different companies here and there. And I don't know. If you're a Andy Sidaris completist, guess you got to give it a watch, and you can probably find it at my table, you know, because it's not going to stay in the collection, unlike the Guns, Babes, and Whatever collection that I still have. Yeah, there's no Julie K. Smith in this one. Special features, it's got commentary by, who fucking knows? I don't know. A film historian, you know, those pricks, you know, self-titled film historians. It's got a short interview with Arlene Sidaris, and I watched that. Thanks, Arlene, for, you know, all the business you gave me this past year, and we'll continue to. I hope.
What are you gonna got a gun to this lady's head? Listen here, bitch. I'm gonna take your money, put it in my pockets.
Yeah, I mean, you know, give it a watch. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. It's got to be. I don't know.
Probably Pornhub or something.
This was produced by somebody else. This is not one of the Malibu Bay pictures, so that's why it's not in a lot of sets that you see.
Well, this is one of the early ones, right? This is like right before or right after Stacy. Was that the name of the
Stacy? So yeah, I think this is his second film, like film. He did a lot of work before that, but you know, for sports and stuff, you know.
So you brought up oh yeah, they were product placing beer.
Well, everybody does that, yeah. But a lot of movies now, you know, they turn that shit around, you know, can't see the label or whatever.
Have you ever noticed any beer in movies and like, hey, that beer's in this movie. I think I'm gonna start drinking that beer.
Never noticed that. I've noticed in movies when like, oh, everybody just happens to like that particular beer throughout the movie, you know.
I have 2 movies that made me start drinking that particular beer. And if like all my other options are tapped, then I'll go to these two. The first one being Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Shiner, and Phantasm. They fucking got Dos Equis everywhere in that motherfucker. So yeah, those are my two like regular ass go-to beers, specifically because they were in those two movies, you see.
So, here's a bit of trivia question for you, Tom. What ice cream do they promote in that movie?
Which movie?
Phantasm.
Reggie's ice cream.
Yeah, there was no product or anything.
I mean, he's the one that drives the ice cream truck. So it would be fucking Reggie's ice cream, right? Yeah, I got you, you fuck. Don't fuck around when it comes to Phantasm. I got a fucking awful Phantasm tattoo right there.
Shit, I always thought that was your grandmother.
Yep, a Chinese lady said that to me on set once. Oh, is that your grandmother? Then she exploded like a chihuahua.
She was Jack Warden. It was just fucking with.
I got you. I'm not really a broad. Oh, rest in empowerment. How the fuck is Artie Lang the one that's still alive? Holy shit.
I don't know. That's all I watched, Tom.
Damn, I think I got one more, Joe. I do, Joe. I watched a 2025 movie. Can you believe that shit there, Joe? What I watched was Unspeakable, Beyond the Wall of Sleep, the hit H.P. Lovecraft movie. And get this, Joe. In this one, a doctor that graduated from Miskatonic University grows up to be an Edward Furlong, who is a sleepologist. And boy, does this guy look like he doesn't get any sleep. So the movie starts out with it's black and white. This prisoner, he's getting inducted into prison, and they're walking him to his cell, and they open it up, and his cellmate's a Nazi, and he's taking a shit because it's super edgy and offensive and cool. And the Nazi's like, oh, yes, hey, you're my new cellmate. Yeah, suck my penis. And the guy does, and everything's like hardcore black box off. Like this guy's sucking his wiener and then fucking rips it off. And it's all just black boxed, edited out. Not that I want to see this guy sucking his cock or anything, but maybe the cock getting ripped off and blood shooting everywhere. That's the point of you making this movie, right? To be shocking and crazy, and you just put a black box over everything. That's weird. Probably just, could have edited around that so you didn't have to just put a black box over everything.
You fool. This black box is the wall of sleep, you see.
Is it?
Yes, you have to get beyond that.
I think it's just, them trying to cover shit up so it can be on Amazon. That's what I think. But, it could be. It could be the wall. And I say, leave that shit alone. Anyways, Joe. So this fucking guy bites off this fucking Nazi prick's cock. And 20 years later or some shit.
He spits it out.
He does, but there's a big black box. So, And 20 years later,
he spits out.
Finally, he was holding on to it for 20 years like a junkyard dog. So old Eddie goes to fucking try and get in this guy's mind. Hey, I got a fucking bathing cap with thumbtacks on it, but it's like, a science machine, and we're gonna take peyote and shit and go in each other's minds. Woo! It turns out this son of a bitch is possessed by cosmic beings, and everybody gets monster cocks, and it's so edgy and cool. And then Ling shows up to be totally unintelligible. All you can understand her saying is, "Oh fuck me! Oh fuck me!" And she has her fucking tits like all pressed up and weird because she's a skinny lady, and when skinny ladies try to make themselves look like they have tits, it's what? Just be you. So that was weird, but she's whacking off the whole time trying to get fucked. And then alien shit, and nah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. I heard a few people talking about this shit. Oh, it's if you like weird, low budget movies, check this one out. Blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, all right, 2025 movie. I like weird, low. Now it's just if you want to see monster cocks, just check that shit out. I mean, Convention All Stars, fucking Edward Furlong, fucking Ling, some other lady who looks like Lloyd Kaufman. It was just a bunch of who gives a fuck. Nothing was funny. The monster cocks looked fucking fine for what they were, but they were made by this guy named Joe Castro, who pretty much just specializes in making monster cocks because that's his thing, I guess.
Was it supposed to be funny?
Yeah, it was supposed to. It was labeled as a comedy. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. But hey, if you like goofy dick monsters, you'll probably like this movie.
And black boxes.
Oh, this fucking shit. Oh, you can tell he's possessed by an alien now because he has Billy Bob teeth in. You remember those, Joe?
You.
Yeah. Okay, then. Thanks, movie. Thank you. At least it was only $2 in fucking Amazon No Rush Rewards credit. Fucking pricks. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not up to no good, are you?
Joe in the Hood? No. Not a good, Tom. Leprechaun, this one doesn't have a number, right? It's just Leprechaun in the Hood?
But it's 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's 5, and this one starts out in the 70s. Ice-T and his buddy, you can tell it's the 70s because Ice-T has a fro, and he's wearing like elevated boots and stuff.
And a turtleneck.
And a turtleneck, yeah. Always a sure sign that you're in the 70s. Yeah, they've got a map to some gold.
He's just trying to find a flute. He knows about this magical fucking flute. It's a fucking gold dip skin flute that he just has to play because it'll make fucking all his music terrific. So they go and fucking wrecking crew a goddamn basement, and they say, "Oh, look, a statue with a flute on it. Terrific." Hilarity ensues.
Yep, it's the old Leprechaun statue. We're going back to part 2 or 3 or which.
Part 3, I mean, which is nice because this is the first time that they actually reference something from another movie.
He has that necklace on, that keeps him as a leprechaun. Him and Ice-T duke it out. Ice-T emerges victorious by getting that necklace back on him.
I mean, Ice-T just kind of slips on a banana peel and a paint can flies into the air, sending the fucking necklace onto the leprechaun.
But a win is a win. And let's fast forward, I don't know,
To the end. Not good.
20 years, and we see some young rappers that they're trying to send a positive message with their rap and the way they're.
No, just one of them is.
Oh, okay.
The other ones were like into like real rapping and trying to do it, but this fucking dick. My name's Postmaster P. The P's for positivity and for prep because I need it. You know why? Yup.
Yeah. Fuck, you like this movie. Yeah, they want to hit the big time, and that they have to win the big rap battle that's going to be going on in Las Vegas. So yes, another nod to Leprechaun 3. But you know, everybody thinks they suck.
I mean, he does. Postmaster P has no fucking stage presence at all. Like his buddy's rapping on stage and he's just fucking staring at him, like just waiting for him to be over so he can see he's not getting in, dancing, trying to fucking, crip walk or something across the stage. He's just like, fuck Postmaster P.
But timing's important, Tom. You know, if he misses that cue, I mean, the whole performance could go down the tube. So I get it, and he's not polished. You know, everybody has a starting point, Tom, and that's what this movie at this point is trying to convey. Yeah, they wanna do it right. You know, they fuck up some equipment at this audition they're doing. Now they got to pay for that equipment. So they go and I don't know, try to hustle some shit at the 2 pawn shops that are in the hood.
A Jimi Hendrix signed guitar.
And they try to sell it to one guy. They try to sell it to the Asian guy. Neither one of them wants it. They run into Ice-T, who is now a music mogul, Tom, because his flute, you see, he has his flute that, well, we'll get to the flute.
Well, let me stop you there, Joe.
Yeah.
Only because you are an Ice-T fan and you consider yourself a body count aficionado.
Body count.
Ice-T has a unique voice, would you say?
Yeah.
Let me hear your best Ice-T there, Joe.
Body count. Body count, radio edit.
I found a great way around that on Generational Horror. I hope everybody has a good laugh when it comes to that part the few times it is used. Yeah, he has a fucking weird lispy shit that just sounds very unintimidating.
So yeah, they run into him. He says, hey, well, come on up to my studio, office, whatever. He doesn't have a studio. He's just got an office. And we'll see. And they give him a tape, He listens to the tape. And, I don't know, offers him a deal. But I don't remember what the fucking situation was.
Postmaster P's like, no, this is real rap, and I'm positive.
Yeah, he wants him to change the lyrics, be more street, be more real. And, well, to Matt
What do you want to hear this pussy shit?
The Postmaster P, that is real. He wants to send a positive message, positivity in the hood, And they, he says, well, then fuck y'all, And so they're depressed about it. And they figure, what, we're going to break into his place. And we're going to steal all his money. And then we'll go compete in Vegas. Not a very good plan. They do it, accidentally shoot Ice-T. Well, I mean, if you're pointing a gun at somebody, you pull the trigger. I don't consider that an accident. And then they steal the necklace that's on the Leprechaun statue that old T has there, and they take the little flute that he has. Oh, shit, now the Leprechaun's back, Tom. The Leprechaun's back. And Ice-T's dead. We'll never see him in this movie. Fuck, he's not dead, Tom. He's not. Turns out the bullet hit what the fucking what did he have?
One of his chains, I guess.
Lighter.
It's probably like a gold. Well, if it wasn't a fucking piece of the leprechaun's gold that he made into a fucking necklace, then everything is fucked about this movie. So it probably wasn't.
Yeah. So the rest of the movie is these guys learning that this flute can hypnotize people.
Then they're
But
musicians
yeah,
and they play this fucking flute like they never held a recorder in their life. It's just
and it's not even like really music. Like there's like
it's
some
nothing. It's like a maybe.
yeah. The Leprechaun's trying to get his shit back. Ice-T's trying to get them. They're trying, I don't know, to hook up with some transsexual in the hood, and then they dress like transsexuals later. And this movie's not good at all, man. This movie fucking sucks, Tom. And I know you're a fan. I know you know the music. You're into the shit.
I come from the land of the Irish Springs. Dublin's the land where I do my thing. And then I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's tacked on at the end where fucking Warwick Davis gets to do a rap and
They remember that he has glowing green leprechaun power, so at least there's that too.
that yeah, there's not a lot to like in this one. All the fucking jokes are shit. They all fall flat. They do set a midget on fire for a little while, and that's pretty cool when it's actually a midget on fire, which is just for a few seconds, and then there's like a thing that somebody's shaking and twisting around on fire.
Let's do the twist. See, I think you're missing the point of this movie, Joe. It's funny because they're black.
Yeah,
You get it?
because it's in the hood. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he was with white people before, but now he's with black people.
Yeah. You see the Asian shopkeeper does a little dance for them, and that's supposed to be real funny, and it's not.
No. Yeah, I guess this was originally supposed to be Leprechaun in the White House, but somebody said, "What about the hood?" And they said, "Genius, you're fired."
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some leprechaun whores with him, and they've got glowing green eyes.
Which is nice because that's a callback to the first movie where he
Mhm.
had the glowing green powers, and then that didn't happen in any of the fucking other ones. Like, why?
He tricks somebody once again by turning into a woman. There's a whole lot of that in this movie.
Well, I mean, that's a callback to the last one, so at least this one actually is using stuff from other movies. That and the makeup looking okay. The fucking very harsh lighting in daylight lighting does not help
Yeah.
the shit in this, but it sucked when it first came out. I was so fucking amped to go to fucking Blockbuster and be like, hell yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood comes out today, son. Fuck life. Yeah, it was bad then and it's bad now. Yeah. I didn't re-listen to the commentary track, but it seems like they didn't have old Warwick on set a whole lot. Because there's shots where you pardon me, just see the leprechaun's hands, like when he's choking Kung Lao. You just see his fucking hands. And then he's going, ah! And then that's how he dies. Like Warwick Davis isn't in the shot or anything at all. And then there's just like weird insert shots of him here and there. Like you said, oh, he turned into the broad. Well, that's so he didn't have to be on set, you see, because sure, all the other Leprechaun movies were cheap. This one's really fucking cheap.
Yeah.
It was another one of these where the fucking producer say, "Hey, let's get one of these dicks from fucking Roger Corman, because that'll make shit cheap and quick." That's what this was. It sucks.
I agree. Not good.
Would recommend.
Mm. Mm.
Well, Joe, luckily we get a second chance. What is it? Back in the Hood? Back to the Hood? Still
Back
in the Hood?
the Hood. Everybody deserves a second chance. Let's hope they do it this time, Tom.
Yeah, we'll see. Let me ask you that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask me.
I was just going to ask if you like options.
Options. I'll tell you this. Before that, there's so many people that clicked on the review of the Emerald Forest. I just had to follow that up and order this book. The Emerald Forest Diary by John Borman. So yeah, I'll be reading this pretty soon. And fuck, that wasn't enough for me. So I ordered the Zardoz movie adaptation tie-in book, the 50th anniversary one, Tom, by John Borman. And I'll tell you that, Tom, I got other shit to read, like Spider-Man's meets Mr. Fantastic, and boy, does that suck.
Hold that up again.
Oh, I threw it over there.
Oh, shit. I was going to say the split second I saw, I was like, man, that like the print quality in the paper, like that just looks like nostalgic. Like, oh, like they don't make them like this anymore.
Found, just the figures of Spider-Man, Mr. Fantastic running towards us, Tom, the reader. The story, Mr. Fantastic's nephew attacks them. He gets some kind of everyman power, so he's every woman or every man.
And that song.
Yeah, it sucks. It's stupid. In Spectacular Spider-Man's, the Punisher escapes from prison, and he's targeting whoever is unleashing all these drugs. And Spider-Man's goes into a drug den. I don't know what the fuck he was looking for. I don't remember. But
what? This is a PCP fight? Yeah, I'm in.
Cloak and Dagger are there, and there's a bunch of like dead junkies, and he thinks, oh, well, shit, they did it, and he fights them. No.
They were all Shermanizing, dog.
Is all the Punisher, and you know what? Maybe they're not dead because he uses mercy bullets, Tom. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yes. And they find out, well, he's going after the Kingpin. So let him fucking do it. God damn, Spider-Man's. But anyway, in Spider-Man number, I don't know what the fuck, he's got options, Tom.
243.
Remember, Mary Jane came and busted up that threesome that he was going to have with Lance Bannon and that other whore that works at the Bugle now.
Turns out, swinging lifestyle really wasn't for any of them after all.
Shit gets complicated. It does. Yeah, well, Mary Jane gives him back a key to the apartment. Here, I don't need this, you fuck.
And then he gets a letter saying he's been accepted, and he throws it away because he has options, and he chose his.
Well, he goes and visits old Black Cat at the hospital, and it's like, oh, she's better. And he goes, we're going to figure all this out once you get out of here. Then he's swinging around thinking, well, God damn, that's a lot of bills, her hospital bills. And I still got to take care of Aunt May's bills, and I got my automobiles. And maybe I should give up and just be a photographer, or maybe I should just finish school, get my degree. And he sees, because he takes a piece of that android from last time to old Kurt Connors. Hey, look this shit up for me. I know you're a biophysicist, but whatever, you can still do it. Sees that he made an A on his finals. Later on, he's like, hey, you got you're fucking been accepted to your second year of graduate studies or some shit. he fucks up some dudes that held some people captive in a church, and then decides, fuck school. I'm not going to school no more. Because he had options, Tom.
That's right.
Yeah.
He chose to throw his fucking life away.
Yeah, the dumb fuck. Yeah, pretty bullshit issue.
But that's all right. They all have been. I mean, just relax. We've only fucking read 243 of these. It'll get better.
Nope.
Oh, come. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for the show, y'all. So I want to thank all of you for putting up with this shit. And like I said, thanks. Going through and doing the taxes. I see all the list of people that have been kind enough to spend some money with me. And now I'm tabulating all those numbers, and I'll be doing that a little bit more in just a few minutes here. Yeah. So just, thanks for your help. Keep on heading over to dwmproductions.net and see all the new stuff that Tom's going to be doing. You like science, he likes scientists.
Yeah, hopefully pretty soon I'll have a couple new masks on there. I got one I got to finish painting, and then one I got to sculpt and paint. Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
FastCustomShirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs. However, it is called FastCustomShirts.com. Two of those words are correct. You probably need custom shirts. FastCustomShirts.com. Everybody, it's been an honor and a fucking privilege to speak at you this week. Joe?
BOYGOB.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwmproductions.net and FastCustomShirts.com. Until next time,